Petra Bay, and in this video we're going to learn how to do the Starburst stitch on Granny Square. And if you need any help doing any of these stitches, make sure to check out my channel. I think each one of these should be on there or will be very soon, and very slow, very super simple. So we're going to get started. I'm going to use these colors today to make the pattern, just to spice things up a bit, because I thought that they would be really pretty so you could see what the pattern looks like in different colors. So let's get started. This is going to be our first round. Alright, so what we're going to do, either you can do a magic circle or you can do a slip stitch just like me. We're essentially making a circle for our middle here. I'm going to put my yarn into here, and I'm going to grab this piece, and that piece is going under. And when that happens, you're going to kind of get something that looks like this on your hook. You're going to pull that, and you're going to pull it just like that. And then we're going to yarn over and crochet and chain 4. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. We're going to do it one more time. Yarn over and pull through. So now you should have 4 on your hook. Now we're going to go to our first chain on our hook. We're going to go through the middle piece. This is what your hook should look like. Then we're going to yarn over, and this piece of yarn is going to go under these 2 spots. And if you've gotten this far, yay you. We have made a circle that we're going to work into. And so now what we're going to do is chain again, but we're going to chain 3. That's the yarn over, the pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through. And now what we're going to do is try to find our center here. Once you got that, we're going to chain we're going to double crochet 15 around. And how to do a double crochet, I have a video on that, but I'm going to show you now. We're going to yarn over, go in the middle. When we go in the middle, you're going to get this. It looks like a mess, but we're going to grab this hoop with our yarn with our hoop, and we're going to have 3 on our hoop. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And if that scared you, please go look on my channel for a slower steps on how to do the double crochet. But now we're going to do 14 around. We've done 1, so this is 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to skip through until we get all the way around. Alright, now that we have got 15 around, we should actually have 16 all together. The chain 3 space is going to count as one of these, the double crochet. So with that, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 16 around. What we're going to do next is go into this 3rd chain from the hook on the very top of that chain 3, and we're going to go right into there, and we're going to yarn over and slip stitch through both of those. Once we've done that, you don't have to, but I'm going to change colors. I'm going to leave it about this big on the end, and I'm going to cut it off. Then once I've done that, I'm actually going to pull it back out. You can color change however you like. This is the best seamless way I can find. So what I'm going to do is make sure you keep that little hoop from where you just pulled out that slip stitch. And I'm going to do just a simple double knot to tie, leaving that hoop still there so you have room for your hook to go in. And this is what I should be left with. I'm going to put my hook back into the space I left and do the same thing, but when you slip stitch through this time, you should be bringing pink through, and then you should have that. And I didn't mention earlier, but usually have a tail. It's the piece of string that was hanging down from earlier, from the very beginning. I usually find a way to work that into my work. If you want to, you can weave that in later or stitch it in. But I have another video for that if you'd like to learn how to do that. But for now, we're going to get on with the pattern. We are going to, this is the tricky part, we're going to slip stitch into this space right here, right in between these two posts. And I'm going to chain three, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to do a puff stitch. That's yarning over. I'm going to go in through the middle and grab this piece just like I would if I was doing a double crochet, except I'm going to yarn over one more time and go into that middle space again and do the same thing. And then you should have about 5 hoops on your hook. We're going to yarn over one last time and pull through all 5 of those. And then we're going to chain 1 to seal those in. And this is what you should have, a little puff. And after you've chained your 1, we're going to chain 1 more. We're going to chain 1 more because that's going to create that space in between here. And then we're going to do another little puff stitch. We're going to yarn over, and we're working right into the middle of each of these posts now. We're going to go in, 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over 3 times, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through all, I believe there's 6 on your hook at that point, because you're going to have an extra because you're going in 3 times. We didn't right here because we already had our chain 3. After we've done that, we're going to seal that puff with a chain, and then we're going to chain 1 more, and then we're going to go into this next post the same way. 1 and grab it, yarn over, 2, grab it, and yarn over, 3, grab it, and then we're going to pull through 2, 4, 6, 7, so it was 7, and we're going to pull this yarn through all 7 and chain 1 and 2, and we're going to do that all the way around, and I will meet you back at the end. Alright, now that I'm at my end here, I have already chained at the top to seal the puff stitch, but I'm going to chain 1 more, and then I'm going to slip stitch into this top space, this 3rd chain that you did earlier. And it might be, your work might be getting floppy on you, but that's going to be okay because we've got more rows to do, so this thing is just going to keep getting bigger. And when we do this, I'm going to color change the same way I did earlier. I'm going to take my hook out, and I'm going to cut as close as I can right here, leaving some space to be able to pull this knot out. And once I've done that with that chain 1, I'm leaving that little space there. I'm going to change this to a pink. This is a simple double knot. Try and not let that chain 1 space in between each puff not fall out. Then I'm going to put my hook right back through there, and I'm going to slip stitch through the top just like I did before. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to end up slipping stitch over all the way across this puff. I'm just going to slip into this next space, and once I do that, I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, sorry, I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to do a decrease double crochet. We're going to do it 2 decrease double crochet, that's what I'd call it. That's I'm going to go straight into the middle here. I'm going to do just like I'm doing a double crochet, but I'm not and then I'm going to yarn over and go through 2. I'm going to yarn over, go in here like I'm doing a double crochet. You should have 4 on your hook now. Yarn over, pull through 2 more, and then to make it into a double decrease here, I'm going to yarn over and pull through these 3. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 1, 2 here, and then I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to go right into here, and I'm going to do the same thing I did here, but decrease it 3 double crochet. So I'm going to do just like I'm doing a double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, but then stop there, and then yarn over, go in again just like I'm doing another double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, but stop there, yarn over, go through just like I'm doing a double crochet, yarn over, pull through 2, and stop. And once I've got 4 on my hook, I'm going to yarn over and pull through all of those. And now I'm going to chain 1, just 1 this time, and then I'm going to yarn over and go through this space just like I did before. It's like a 3 decrease double crochet, and then chain 1, and then I'm going to do the same thing one more time to here, through all these, and then chain 1. I'm actually going to do the same thing one more time. Sorry about that. Then once I've done that, I'm going to kind of look at my work here. I'm going to look at my square. Right here is where I have a corner. Where I chained 2 earlier, that's going to be my corner piece. That would be here. And then these are going to be, sorry, I guess I'm just looking right now. I have an extra one, so I'm just going to teach it that this is going to be a corner, this is going to be a corner, this one, and this one. So every 4 3 decrease double crochets, you're going to chain 1 in between, but then you're going to chain 2 in between those to create corners. You might not see the corners till the last color, but we're getting close. So now I'm going to turn this, and I'm going to chain 1 more because this is going to create a corner, and then I'm going to double crochet, decrease double crochet 3 into the next 4 across with a chain 1 in between. Alright, now that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to chain my 1 and then my 2, and then that's going to create my corners. So now I'm going to do 4 double crochet decreases across again, and then I'm going to create my third corner. Sorry, yeah, after that will create my 4th corner. Two, and I've got 1 more. Right in here, I believe, is going to be my next corner. Yes, I'm going to chain 1 and 2. You can kind of see now how it's kind of building itself. The bigger hoops will be where your corners are. And now I'm going to do my decreased double crochets, but this time I'm going to do 3 across and chain 1, decrease double crochet 2 more with the chain in between. Once you've done that, you want to do your chain 1, then we're going to go into this top 3rd chain. That's what you do in most patterns when you're doing rounds. You go into the top chain space. If I can, I've made a tight chain. Oh, well, you know what I'm going to do? Actually, it'll probably be best to go just into this top space anyways. I'm going to go into the top space on the cluster. On the, yeah, and then I'm going to actually slip stitch over one. So we want to end up into the middle of one of these spaces. So slip stitch over. And then what I'm going to do is color change into my last color. So I'm going to do what I did before, cut as close as I can with a hoop and room to grab and pull out that last slip over. And then I'm going to get my last color. It's kind of a brownish gray. And I'm going to do a double knot to secure that. And get my hoop, my hook, and slip stitch over with my color. And now we're going to really get back to a more traditional granny square on this outer end here. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to chain 3, and if you see, this is the corner, this is the corner, this is the corner, sorry, this is my corner, this is my corner, this is my corner, this is my corner. So since I am in the corner spot right here, I am going to yarn over and double crochet 2 right beside that chain 3 space. 1 and 2, and then I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then double crochet 3 right inside the same space. The chain 3 counted as a double crochet, so there'll be 3, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. Still working my tails into my work also. And then without doing any chains or anything, I'm going to go into this next space with the 3 double crochets together. 1, 2, and 3. And then I'm going to do that to the next one, and we're pretty much going to do that until you get to your corner spot. So we're going to double crochet 3 into each one until we get to our corner. And now I've met my corner. I'm going to double crochet 3 just like I was doing earlier. And then to create the corner, we want to chain 2, 1, 2, and do an additional 3 into the same spot to corner off the corner. Then we'll get a look at how the pattern is forming. Yeah, and it's looking really cute. So yeah, I'm going to do the rest of them around. I'll show you again how to do this. If you've made it this far, I'm sure this part is a cakewalk. So yay, but I'm going to go all the way across for you guys anyways, and then fast forward to the end of what my end result looks like, and show you, I guess, my other little square I made too. So we're going to double crochet 3 into each one across. I think it's 3 sets of 3 by themselves. And then when we do that third one, we're going to create our corner into the chain 2 space by crocheting, double crocheting 3, chaining 2, 1, 2, and double crocheting 3. And then I'll get back to the end of the video to show you mine. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, please, and check out Petra Bay on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you!